What is going on, beautiful people of YouTube? I am Dope, your idiot leader, and this is Dope Comics, my YouTube channel. And today, I couldn't wait, because today is the day we're talking Frankenstein, Michael Walsh, whatever you want to call him. I call him Mike because I'm close, but a lot of people call him Michael Walsh. Michael Walsh is one of my favorite writers, artists, to probably in comics, for sure in comics. If you talk about my favorite writers, it's Michael Walsh. He is the guy that owns and does everything with Silvercoin. So if you've ever read any Image Silvercoin, the greatest horror anthology of all time, you know who Michael Walsh is. But Michael Walsh is also an awesome artist. So Michael Walsh is top. And when it comes to writers, I also love like Colin Bunn. I love John Lees. I love, who else do I love? That's a great writer. I love, that's probably about it when it comes to horror. Also, when it comes to horror artists, I also love Alex Cormack. But there's only one name doing both, and that's Michael Walsh. He is not only on my list of great writers, he's on my list of great artists. So when I heard he was going to be doing Frankenstein, it blew my dick off. Because, looking back, I loved Dracula. When Skybound came out with Dracula, it was awesome. I got to give James Tynion his little kudos. Kudos, James, kudos. And then next thing you know, I was so excited because my favorite character, Creature from the Black Lagoon, right up there, he had a book coming out. And Ron V was going to write it. And Ron V, you dropped the ball, baby. You dropped the ball. The worst art, the worst story by far. Ron V, he got cash. He got his cash. He just cashed it in. You know what I'm saying? But whenever I heard Michael Walsh was going to be next on Frankenstein, I flipped my lid, bro. I flipped my lid. I couldn't wait. And what do you know? It is here. It is here. It is here. So no bags and boards. We don't care about that kind of stuff. I fold them up, put them in my back pocket if I want to, because it's all about the story. It's all about the story. Period. I'm not no collector. I'm a reader first. I collect old pre-code horror and stuff, but when it comes to new stuff, I am a reader. And I'm all about trying to push this stuff on other people. And when it's great stories, I want to get in as many hands as possible. That's why I got 3 copies today. Hopefully this goes to other people and they can read it and give it to other people and read it and give it to other people and read it, because it is so fucking fantastic. It is fantastic. I've had 2 or 3 bad weeks in a row. I've had short weeks in a row. So I've had to pick up additional things to read. And everything I picked up has just been warm dumpster juice, to say the least. But this reminded me why I love comics. You know what I'm saying? This right here is the bee's knees right here. So let's just get to it. You got Michael Walsh. As soon as you open it up, it looks like a normal Silvercoin book. Great art, everything about it. It takes place right in a graveyard. You see a little kid in the graveyard. He's talking to his dad about how he misses his dad. And right in the middle of the night, it's about to rain. And about that time, he hears 2 people coming through the woods. They're coming through the woods. They're coming through the graveyard. The little boy, he's been crying, so he runs and hides. And he hears this doctor tell his goon, he says, "Hey, it's about to rain. This is a fresh grave. We need to dig this one up." And you turn the page, and then you get this beautiful spread. Look at that spread. With the kid hiding down here, does this not mind you of some kind of great Neil Adams cover from DC Comics in the 70s? Does this not look like, something that you would see on, a House of Secrets or a House of Mystery or something like that, a ghost? Beautiful, beautiful book. You can see they dug up the body. Here's the monster's hands. There's a lot of emphasis put on the hands in this book. They dug up the body. There's a doctor and his sidekick, Fritz. That's Fritz right there. Fritz is the dude with the shovel. He's kind of like an Igor type. But they dig up this body. And the doctor is disappointed because the monster, or the body they dug up, his head's been busted open. His head's no good. But the doctor likes the fact that he's got strong hands. And they keep talking about the hands. So they're bringing the body back to the doctor's laboratory. And the kid hides on the wagon because he's like, "Hey, where the hell y'all going with my dad?" And he gets in there, and there's all these cool colors and all this cool stuff in the laboratory. And the kid's just hiding out, trying to find out what's going on, spying on everybody. And he sees his dad's hands again. There we go again, talking about the hands. And he runs and takes cover because he hears the doctor coming. And the doctor decides to start his experiment. And he raises the monster because the lightning's starting. And he raises the monster. Look at this beautiful artwork. Look at the colors. Look at everything. Michael Walsh is the bee's knees. But he raises the monster all the way to the top of the building they're in this metal tray. Next thing you know, the electricity's hitting him, the lightning's hitting him, all this stuff is voltages are just running through the monster's body. And the next thing you know, just like if you ever watched all the old 30s Frankenstein movies, it's alive! It's alive! So he's excited. He's got God complex. He thinks he's a god. He's like, I have brought the dead back to life. And the kid hears it's alive, so he's walking through this castle trying to find his daddy, which he thinks is still alive. He sees his dad's hand, but he reaches for his dad, and no, it ain't his dad. Whoa, who's this dude? And it's a really cool picture. But Frankie is, well, I call him Frankenstein. He's not really Frankenstein. He's the monster of Frankenstein. But the monster is very gentle. But the son realizes, hey, I've got to stop this doctor from digging up more dead bodies. I've got to get a knife and just stab the doctor in the back and kill that motherfucker. And right when he goes to kill him, old Fitz comes out of the shadows and grabs the boy. And down here he says, don't worry, Fritz will teach you the rules. So I guess Fritz is going to teach him the rules. And from reading some of the Michael Walsh stuff that's in the back of the book, one little speck that I found, it's minor, but could be something. This book mainly concentrated on the hands and where the hands came from. In here, Michael Walsh is talking about it takes more than hands to make a monster. It takes hands, brain, heart, and eyes. Well, I know there's 4 issues of this coming on, and this one concentrated on hands. I wonder if the next one's going to concentrate on brain, then the next one concentrate on heart, and the next one tell where the eyes came from. So that's what I'm thinking. The next one's going to really concentrate on where the brain comes from, and then the heart, and then the eyes. But we shall see. This is spectacular, guys. If you're not reading Frankenstein, go get it. Support the horror crap, because most of the horror going on right now really sucks. And I know, because I buy all the horror. And this one, I'm telling you, is good. There's so much bad horror crap out there right now. People are just making nice covers, and you open up the book, and it's got, like, you know, stickman figures in it. They hire terrible artists. They hire terrible writers, and the people that's doing that is like EC, Boom. If you're reading Hello Darkness, it's awful. EC's Epitaph to Abyss is awful. Golden Keys New Books is awful, but this is really good. This is where it's at, guys. I'm going to give this on my CGC grading scale. I'm going to give it a solid 8.0. Blue label. It's complete. Yeah. The story had an ending, it had a beginning. The artwork's great. The color is great. Michael Walsh is doing his thing. It's a good start. I love where it's at. I love where it's headed. And if anybody is reading that, just let me know in the comments, because you guys are the reason why I started this channel. I don't care about subs. I don't care about views. My big mouth makes me lose a lot of subs, but I'm going to tell you the way it is. And a lot of people get offended, but I'm not here for subs anyway. The reason I'm here is for 2 things. I want to talk comics with people that want to talk comics, and I want to, there's times I got on here as a younger person and wanted to look up Golden Age comics or 80s indie horror comics, or look up certain pre-code horror books, and there's none documented on YouTube. So I always wanted to get on here, document the crazy horror indie titles, document the horror pre-code titles, and just talk comics with people who like to talk comics like I do. But we're under 10 minutes, guys. Give this a shot. So far, so good. Image has never done us wrong. Skybound's awesome. Universal's awesome. Ghost Machine is awesome. What can I say? And until the next time, read your comics.